Hi, today we're going to show you our process for painting rocks. And our most recent inspiration was to paint rocks that look like either a cactus or succulents or some kind of plant. These rocks are really kind of big and smooth and flat, and we found them on the beach at Montaña de Oro. It's the best place we found for these rocks. So first, you go to the beach and you have to collect as many rocks as you can. They can be kind of oval, they can be more round, any shape at all really works. We liked to find ones that kind of looked like a cactus type shape, oval. So here's the rock without any paint on it. You can see there's different types of colors. It's interesting to observe, you know, how there's these different tones of gray and brown and tan and white. But then our first step is to paint the rock white, because when we do that, the colors we put on top will appear brighter. So these are paints that we got from Michael's. These are acrylics, so they stay on there permanently. They do stain your clothes though, so you'd have to wash your clothes if you got something on them. And generally they cost a few dollars each tube, kind of depends, and there's oftentimes a sale. So we paint the rock white. They actually dry pretty fast. I would say within 5 or 10 minutes they're completely dry, and even quicker if you put them out in the sun. So then our next step is to paint them green, because these ones we're going to paint like cactus. So there are lots of shades of green. So we can do it kind of a light yellowy green or a darker green. Now, if you don't have a tube of green paint, you can mix, you know what to mix, right? To make green. Yeah, it's, I know you know this. Think about it, think about it. Yes, blue, azul y ¿qué otro color? Do you know it? Of course you do. Amarillo. Okay, blue and yellow make green. Now, obviously, if you mix these two colors, if it's more blue with just a little yellow, it's going to turn out a little darker, right? But if you start off with yellow and just add some blue, it'll turn out a little lighter. You could mix these together and think, oh, I want it even lighter. What color? How do I make it lighter? Well, you could add more yellow or a little white. That'll give you a very different type of green. But what is really cool about these is you can do them all these different shades of green to start as your background color. So then, one thing we have discovered is that it's really fun to do these with little dots. They come out so nicely. So we're going to show, if you try to do a dot with the paintbrush, it can be kind of bigger than you end up wanting it. So we have discovered that if you use the other end of the paintbrush, that works pretty well. And you could use the tip of a pencil also. So you can just start. You can go look out in nature for some cactus, or you can look on the internet. What I suggest is, if you don't have time to go out right away, look on the internet. But after you've done that, then go out and look for them on a walk outside. And you'll see if you notice similar things that you found online, or if you notice any differences. So I'm just making little kind of striped lines down. Then I might mix maybe a darker green or a yellowish green and add some more dots here. And then I may choose to think about where I want to put some flowers. The flowers on cactuses, you'll have to go and research that, what colors they are. It's pretty fun to put a bright pink on this green rock. So you can put them in a little cluster like petals, or just one kind of big area. You could put maybe a little yellow dot in the middle. Here's a good example of, there's darker green and white dots. So those are just some examples of what we're doing with these rocks. There's so many possibilities. It's very relaxing. And once you've done a few, you might get kind of addicted and want to do lots more. You could do the same on both sides. You could leave the back side plain. You could write a message. You could paint something different, a heart, whatever you want. Lots of possibilities. Okay, hope you got inspired by this. Gracias por ver.